following program contains situations, material, and or language that is not suitable for all listeners. Viewer discretion is advised. The following program is brought to you by His Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter.
Nice. Mean Gene, I'm just gonna call it in the ring, okay? Hey, buddy, grab an arm bar. Just grab the arm bar. Okay. Don't tap out there. Hey, that's my testicles. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. All new episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I'm your host, Kevin Porter. For back for another week that was. Shit, I fucked it up, man. So, dude, we're already on, the 10th take. Dude, gotta get the watch out, dude. It's time to go. It's time to leave this fucking place, dude. I want to go to bed. Fuck, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. You didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock last night. Had a great time at Drinking Games, performing for all of those wonderful Patreons. The Patreon app. No, Patreon app is a piece of shit. It's been locked out of that shit for probably at least a week at this point, dude. I keep trying to enter my password, and it's like, nope. But I can go access it through the browser. And it's like, dude, you're a piece of shit, dude. I always hear, some of the stuff I subscribe to, they talk about how the Patreon app is just a piece of shit. To think I was going to actually upload all my backlog episodes and charge you motherfuckers $1 for that shit, dude. Hey, maybe it'll happen, dude. Maybe I'll make $1. Maybe I'll take $2. And then fucking Patreon will be like, yeah, you owe us 3/4 of that shit. So it's like, what? I'm left with fucking... I can't do math in the middle of a fucking episode. Dude, that's asking too much. My average high school education is not thumping anymore these days, man. It's not passable, you know. You got to know your 1s, 2s, and 3s all in a row, dude. So, I'll fuck it up, man. I'm just trying to get my way through an episode, okay? Can you blame a guy? Not all of these are going to be winners. Some of these will stink like shit from yesterday, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you ever heard that? You ever heard that one? That's fucking disgusting when you walk in on somebody's fucking shit in the toilet, dude. You fucking animals! It's called a flushing fucking station, dude. I don't know. It's not like a toilet flushing station. It's fucking stupid, right? Fuck that. Oh, no, man. Had a great time at open mic last night, dude. Great fucking time, man. I felt prepared. I felt prepared probably for the first time, definitely in the last 3 sets that I've done, dude. And that's including the major bombing I had back in March, man. And then I didn't get to perform last week, but I was definitely prepared as of last week, man. I've definitely been trying to put myself back into the mode of, okay, let's try to be as funny as possible, man. It's like, as hard as it is, let's try to be as funny as possible, dude. So it's like, it's a little bit, it's like a muscle, man. You gotta fucking work it. Look at that muscle, man. The gun show, man. Come to the gun show. What do you mean you don't want to come to the gum show? The gum show. Okay, now we're talking, dude. Some gum? Fucking A, dude. They make A&W root beer gum. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here with that shit. No one wants that. Actually, I do want that. Next time I go to the AM/PM, dude, I haven't been to an AM/PM in forever. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, dude, it's like a muscle. So, I got on stage last night, had my shit all fucking memorized. The first, set that actual set, I should say, I feel like an actual set. I took my time. I made sure to, emphasize the part that I need to emphasize. Had a couple parts in there, man, that were ad-lib, dude, that actually, there was 1 or 2 lines in there on a couple jokes that I thought worked really well. Unfortunately, I didn't record it because, as Ron was, calling me up to the stage, I was like, I don't know. I thought I was hoping that I wasn't going to be the first one to get called up. There's only 3 comics there. It was me, Mark Christopher, and Ron Epting. So it's kind of cool. I mean, we basically just kind of ran a little mini comedy show. I mean, it was an open mic, obviously. Anybody could have gotten up, dude. But I mean, so, Ron hosted, I featured, Mark Christopher headline, dude. That's fucking cool, dude. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I got my first, kind of somewhat of an applause break. I got to the end of the joke, dude. And, I don't know. I think it's a pretty funny little joke, dude. The concept's a little gross, but, it's a fun joke, I think. Again, you want to see it, you got to come see me live, dude. I ain't giving away the bacon on the podcast here. Get your head out of your ass, man. Come on. Zoom it, Kevin. Put it on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook, motherfucker. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. So what you're going to do is nothing. You're going to send me a fucking email. That's what you're going to do. Yeah. I don't know, dude. So, I got to the end of the punchline, and it was like just a slow, it was like just a couple people, I think, but I was like, hey, that's cool, dude. Like, I felt like, I don't know, I commanded the response. I felt like I was in control of my delivery. I was in control of everything in the sense of that. And, again, it's a muscle, man. I just want to keep working at it, dude. I just want to keep fucking working at this. This is something I want to get better at. And I can tell I have gotten better, dude. And when I do take this shit seriously, okay, I can feel where I'm improving and, the strengths that I do have and the weaknesses. I know where to work on it, dude. So, I busted out my microphone and my amp out here. So I actually, when I practice and stuff, cause oh shit, you actually practice? I don't know. Some people are like, oh, I just ride on stage. I don't know, dude. I'm such, I don't know. To me, I feel better when I know I have it, dude. So I don't know, dude. It was good. It was definitely good, but I stayed out just a little too fucking late, dude. Some of the karaoke crew there was like, oh, you should stay and sing songs. It's just a small crew of us. And I'm like, hey, all right. I'll sing a song, dude. I thought maybe I'd be up third or fourth, and I hear a car alarm going off right now. Those motherfuckers. Actually, I don't even know what's going on. Something could be going on right now as I'm recording this live. But no one would know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can hear it. It's not my card. I don't have my fucking keys on me. So is this one of those things where we have to fucking... Damn it, we have to fucking pause the podcast? Literally, as I pressed fucking pause, it stopped. All for dramatic effect, man. It's all for dramatic effect here. But yeah, so I thought I was gonna be third or fourth on the list or whatever, dude. But turned out I was seventh or eighth. I was like, fuck. But I don't know. I picked out because now on karaoke, dude, it's it's all digital and shit, dude. So it's you pick through you don't have to fucking go through a big old binder back in the aughts, man. When you first turned 21 in 2006, dude, you're going to the bar. You're like, hey, man, I want to sing some karaoke. You're like, all right. Go through the list right there. You got that, huh? Got that fucking tobacco fucking chew in there. And I'm just like, you're a sick motherfucker. He's like, yeah, call it like I say it, pussy. So, and yeah, I don't know. I just smack his tobacco fucking. Imagine that, dude. Just somebody's got their fucking, little dip fucking cup there, and then you just smack it and it spills right in the face. Like, hey, dance fighting words. Let's go outside. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know, dude. They had No Effects Linoleum, dude. So I wanted to sing that song, dude. I really, because I always remember there was one time, it was a long fucking time ago, but if Eric Smesa is listening, last week's guest on here, I remember one night, this is probably 2011, dude, and we had no money. Neither one of us had any fucking money, dude. We were both so broke, dude. I mean, I think we may have had a couple bucks to our name. So somehow we wound up just, because I don't remember the beginning of the day or anything, but I just remember that evening. Somehow we ended up, we're hanging out and we end up at Brews and Q's, okay? Pretty normal thing right there, dude, for anybody that lives here in Yakima, dude. Yakima's premier dive bar. Artie's who? I don't think so. That place that's an insurance claim right there, motherfucker. Artie fucking bailed out, dude. That's what he did. But yeah, so we show up at fucking Brews and Q's. And, again, we have enough money probably for a beer a piece or something. So we're nursing that fucking beer. And just, that's how the universe works out, man. Just somehow, some way, some drunk ass fucking dude starts talking to us. Turns out he just got paid, dude, or he had a lot of money. I don't know. But he's such a nice guy that he's like, hey, I'll fucking buying you guys beers all fucking night, dude. So we end up getting fucking just wasted off just hanging out with this dude, and we ended up going to Mel's. Some point, some guy bought his food there. We were both like, oh shit, should we order? Because he didn't say he was gonna buy it, but it wasn't the same guy. It was another guy too. So we were very fortunate in that night to have two guardian angels out there watching us on our party train ride, but whatever. So, I was, I don't know, I was going through, like, this is, like, kind of rough patches in my life and shit, dude. So I was, like, I was going through, like, a partial, separation at this point. So I'm, like, living at my mom's house. My mom, like, where the fuck did she lived on North Natchez. Yeah, just, like, right down the way from the old Yakima Mall, dude, which is a fucking beautiful area, dude. I hate how, like, Yakima is, like, people trash the ghetto and stuff, or whatever you want to call it, because there's nice houses down there. It's like, I don't know. I've always enjoyed, like, wherever I live in Yakima, man. It's like, I don't know. There has been a lot of gang violence around here, but it's not down there, actually. It's like, fuck, it's kind of been sporadic around everywhere, but a lot of people getting shot up, man. It's not cool, dude. Not fucking cool. But yeah, so we ended up like, I think Eric had his guitar. I don't know how the fuck he had. Yeah, I think he had a guitar with him, dude. He must have, because maybe he came from a gig or something. Maybe that's where we came from. I don't remember. But somehow we ended up just, like, shit-faced drunk, like, across the street from the fucking mall off Yakima Avenue, like, right across the way from the fucking Olive Garden. Like, we're walking back to my mom's house, and I just remember we were just fucking wasted. I was so drunk. He's like, I was like, let's play some songs. Let's play a song. He's like, all right, you know Linoleum. I'm like, I know Linoleum. Let's do it. I forgot the words. And I just, like, I don't know. I always look back on that. I was like, dude, I know that song. Like, I've sang that song a million times. But I was like, that always kind of, like, stuck with me, though. It's like a moment of, like, dude, you fucking pussy. Like, what the fuck, dude? So they had that song, so I wanted to fucking sing that, and I did. And I thought I did a pretty good job. I was like, I think, like, I don't think I'm a good singer or anything, but, like, I think, like, if I'm, as long as I stay within, stuff I know I can hang in and not, like, overforce my voice or anything, which I think was, like, something to what of a detriment when I was younger. I think, like, when I tried to sing, it was like, it's like, I think that's a little too much. Like, I think I learned how to sing more working with Dustin. And again, saying learn how to sing, I mean, I just learned my way around it. I don't know shit about fucking music, dude, but I'm, like, counting in on my own. I'm like, okay, this part's gonna go this many things, and, like, it's definitely not, like, actual, like, music knowledge, but it's like, okay, I can kind of work my way through this if I have to. And I think, it's obvious I think I can still do that now, which was just kind of just, like, that's why I like working with Dustin so much, because, like, Dustin, I don't know, Dustin's, like, I love Dustin. Like, Dustin's such a caring person, man, and, like, I don't know, we just, it's like I don't know, it's like, because, like, I always feel, like, embarrassed whenever I sang, because I thought I sucked really, really bad. And so, like, I don't know, I felt with him, it was, like, comfortable, because, like, he didn't judge me for, being shitty or anything, and, like, allowed me to, like, okay, find myself a little bit in terms of my voice and shit. So, yeah, some days, though, I miss that. I wish that me and Dustin were still playing in the Fanatic Underground Crazy Nights, man. Otherwise known as the Fucks. That was, like, it was only, like, 2 years that we did that shit, dude. Like, it was, like, a year or two, year and a half, maybe, too. Everything serves a purpose. Obviously, we went on from doing that to this podcast and shit. But at the same time, though, man, I was, like, performing in front of people and singing. It's like, that's kind of the feeling I got last night when I was up there on karaoke. I was like, oh, man, I forgot what it's like to, like, sing in front of a crowd, even though I only did it, like, we only fucking played 2 shows, shout out Darren Fogelsong. Also a guest on last week's episode. Go check out that episode if you haven't, dude. I was really fucking happy with how that turned out, dude. So, yeah, definitely shout out both Eric and Darren on that, dude. So, but yeah, man, it was fun. So, but yeah, no, I sucked so bad that night with Eric. This is like, that was my redemption, was last night, I guess, singing karaoke after the comedy show at Drinking Game. So, shout out that crew, dude. Like, I don't know any of those people. I don't even know, but, like, somebody came up to us and was like, hey, you should sing some karaoke with us. And, like, Mark Christopher's like, I gotta go. And I'm like, I got nothing else to do, man. I was like, I gotta get up fucking early, but I don't know. My energy was pretty fucking high, dude. Like, I was, again, like I said, dude, ebbs and flows all fucking year, dude. So it's like, been on and off with, like, being able to try to stay fit. It's like, to be consistent and stuff. And, like, obviously I've only been working out here in my house and stuff, which, you're obviously limited. You can walk, you can run around and shit. You can do push-ups, sit-ups. I mean, you can do a lot, but I mean, like, I don't know, like pre-COVID, dude, I was used to doing about, like, 55 minutes to an hour, depending on it. Cause I had stations. Okay. I had stations that I went to. Did this one for 10, this one for 15, this one for 30, whatever. But yeah, once COVID hit, dude, I kind of just, like, fucked me over on my exercise, man. So, like, you put on a little bit of weight, fucking ate a lot of food, during the peak of the fucking, pandemic or whatever, last like April, March, May, dude, June, dude, drank a lot of fucking beer during those months, even to the end of July. Like I'm almost about ready to hit a year, no booze, dude. But yeah, I was drinking all the way up until the end of July of last year. And, dude, yeah, I mean, it was fun. Like, I had fun doing it. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say you're like, oh, it wasn't funny. You get a shit ton of McDonald's. And, like, and every time you're like, God, this can't last forever. This can't last forever. But, again, like, so it's been a lot of ebbs and flows and shit in terms of just getting my shit together. And it's like, a lot of stop and go and shit. And it's frustrating when, like, you hit walls like that, because, like, you definitely want to, like, get back to, like, peak condition. But then, like, I'm, like, questioning myself. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, because I was, like, 31 doing all that shit. 30, 31, 29, up in there. That's when quitting smoking, quitting drinking initially and, like, and, getting fit or whatever. I don't know. That's, like, when we were doing it. So it's, like, I don't know. It's, like, 35. Like, has my body aged that much to where, like, I can't, I don't have the drive because, like, I'm finding myself just fucking tired, dude. And, like, it's like, oh, I'm not getting enough sleep. It's just like, I'm trying to work out. Like, it's like I'm not feeling the same way that I felt before when I was exercising and shit. Like, and, I actually had a specific routine. So I'm like, I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio on the elliptical, which is fine. Like, it's fine doing it on there. But, like, I don't know, man. It's just different, It was a different change of pace. And I wasn't like, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and say it's like harder or anything, but I just, for some reason, man, I wasn't like committing myself to the time, just based on like, I could have done an hour on the elliptical, I suppose. But again, like, I don't know why I come here at this moment. I really don't have an answer on why I wasn't hitting. Maybe I kind of forgot, so like, I mean, fast forward. Okay. So, 15 months later, like here we are now. It's like today I went to the gym. I actually got to go to the gym for the first fucking time in that period since my last time going there in like March, I guess February, March of like 2020. And like I completely had forgotten the like just adding the extra, because again I'm doing like 30-minute workouts, right? And I'm feeling good, but again, like I'm not clicking though. I'm still having issues. Like I'm still finding myself fucking depressed, man. Like I'm still like, like, oh, we only got 2 views on this fucking YouTube video. It's like, why can't we get more? Why can't people watch this shit? Like, and so it's like, yeah, we're getting fucking depressed about that, dude. I'm just like, fucking the sister passing away last December. That still bothers me. It's just like, work fucking bothers me. It's like I was really fucking going through like a hard fucking last couple months, man. It's like, again, lots of ups and downs and shit, dude. Just like, one minute you're super fucking angry and the next minute you're like, okay, I guess I feel okay. But then you're like, no, it's like, whatever. So yeah, fast forward to today, dude. And like, I went in there and I was like, all right, like I was like, this is it. Like I'm getting my shit together. It's like the other day I was like, all right, I'm going to stop. I don't know. So last couple of days, I was like, all right, because again, it's like I've been trying, but like you just have a bad day and you just say fuck it, and you go on like basically like a week's binge of like eating shitty, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna try again, and then you do too good. It's like I went through all this period with like quitting smoking and like doing that beforehand, so I knew that this was going to be hard and shit, but again, like there was something missing. There was something fucking missing from my day to day, and I'm finding out like as much as like I don't want to go back to work necessarily in terms of like at like the facility or whatever at the location, I'm finding I need to be around people. Like I need to put myself around people and get myself out of my fucking house, dude. Like as much as like you want to live the dream and be like, I just want to stay home all day, it's like, I don't know, dude. Like I've only like, because like before, we were able to finish our house, man, I was still getting up every day and going to work. So like, once December came around, I was like, all right, fuck this. Like I'm here. And it was fun. Like it was super fucking fun. But I mean, there was a lot of times you were up and down, dude, like where you were doing really good. And I mean, I always kind of was just chalking it up to fucking winter, because it was like, it's fucking winter time. Like, people are going to have fucking shitty fucking moods and go and, top it off, we're still in this pandemic bullshit and like, still dealing with all this drama. And it's like, okay. Like, just try to take it day by day, man. Like, take it day by day, this is Mad Caddies earlier, dude. And I have a whole new approach when it comes to music at this point. Cause like, okay. All right. So anyway, so I finally went back to the gym. So a couple days ago, I was like, all right, I was driving. What the fuck? What did I have to do? Because like I'm trying to like hone my shit in. I don't know. I'm trying to like be better with like saving money. I'm trying to just be better with eating. I'm trying to be better with my exercise. I'm trying to be better mentally focused in terms of like just, you know, being calm within the moment. It's like, okay, something shitty's happening, but I'm not overreacting right now. Like, in which I've caught myself, you know, going in and out of anger like a lot this last, you know, couple months and shit, dude. So it's like, again, slowly we're putting building blocks though. You know, it's like each time I may fuck up, dude, like we're still building up, dude. We're building up. And like, I didn't really, you know, it wasn't until today, like I said, like I didn't really realize I was missing that thing. You know, I was like, I knew I was missing it, I guess, internally, like, you know, deep down I know. But at the same time, like I'm still like, you know, it is what it is, I guess. We're still fighting every day. But going and stepping into the gym today, it's like the other day I was like, all right, I'm going to stop and get a new key for my thing. I want to check out the gym and shit. So like I go in there, like no one's in there. And I'm like, you know, you don't got to wear a mask, you know, that's why I didn't go back when they initially reopened. Cause I was like, I don't want to fucking wear a mask while I'm working out. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah. That's why another reason why I stayed and just worked out from home over the winter and shit, dude. It was like, I don't want to fucking wear a mask while I'm working out. That's counterproductive, dude. Like you need to breathe fucking air when you're working out. That's fucking like, that's common sense. Okay. You can't work like breathing fucking hard and like expect like you know, people are gonna pass out and fucking die. Like, I don't know, you could realistically do that. I mean, like you probably won't die if you passed out, but I mean, you could fucking realistically fall down, smash your head, and fucking that's it. Good. I'm not saying it did, but it could happen. You guys are crazy out there. We're like, oh, I still gotta be physically fit. I know. So I go in there. I got the key the other day, a couple days ago, and then like yesterday, I really hit it hard. I hit 30 minutes, like, which I hadn't done a workout session in like, fuck, dude. It'd been at least a week, dude. And the times, like the couple times, a couple days before, I tried getting on, but I did like 10 minutes. Oh, I don't feel it. I don't fucking feel it, dude. I just want to go sit down and lay down and like go to fucking sleep, dude. So it's like, again, you're still battling this like it's internal depression and shit, right? And it's just like, you know, I'm moving forward. And then today, you know, it's like, all right, I just need to push myself. Cause like I said, I went out to comedy last night. And like, you know, even though, you know, like I don't necessarily know any of these people at this karaoke thing, like, you know, it was fun hanging out with these people and shit, dude. Like, you know, it's like, oh, this is like, I don't know, like the last couple of weeks having guests come back in, I'm like, I really fucking enjoyed hanging out with Darren and Eric. And then Michael coming over and like watching wrestling and stuff. And I was like, wow, okay, I forgot how much I enjoyed that, you know? And like, so I was like, okay, I need to do more of these. I need to do more in-person, you know, episodes. So I'm like texting people. I'm like, hey, let's get together and record, man. That's why I got all those phone numbers, right? From people off. So that way I can stay in contact for this shit. And yeah, man. So I'm like, okay, we're building back. And like, you know, like I said, the countdown's on to like going back to the facility there. So it's like, okay, mentally I'm prepping myself. Like, I think I need to go back to normal. Okay. Like, even if that means going and sitting in an office all day, so fucking be it, dude. I've built a strong mind, I think, over the months to where like, okay, I know what is important in my life and I know what I need to do to get the most out of these situations and to be the best, you know, the best I can be mentally and physically and just overall, man, you know, be the best husband I can, be the best father I can, try to be the best comedian, you know, I don't know, man. So it's a lot of work. I mean, it sounds like a lot of work. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm really tired right now, so maybe it is a lot of work. But then again, I didn't sleep that much last night. So anyways, I go in there today and I'm like telling of course I'm like ripped out of my mind because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back to the gym, dude. Of course I'm going to get stoned before that. Cause like, dude, that's the fun. That was always the funnest, man. I loved it, dude. For those times, like every day afterwards, like, okay, take a fucking couple rips off the fucking pipe, you know, go in the gym. It's like, okay, you know, again, you have like I pretty much today, that's what I did. I took a couple rips. It was like, okay, where's the row machine? I want to do the row machine because I haven't done the row machine in over a fucking year. So I'm like, all right, 5 minutes, right? Let's do fucking 5 minutes. So I find the row machine. There's no one fucking there. You know, you get your own fucking sanitizer bottle now. So that's pretty cool. I mean, so like now I don't have to get up and get that bottle every single fucking time. They actually have one to carry around with you while you're working out, which is like, seems a lot smarter. We're working smarter here in post-COVID, guys. Gotta stay fucking, wash your fucking hands, you dirty motherfuckers. Shit. So I find the row machine and I'm like, okay, let's do 5 minutes. So I put the music on and kind of like just a side note really quick. I like have like a new approach in terms of music. Like I said, I'm trying to save more money and stuff. Like I'm like, okay, I want to put my money towards like things that I want. Okay. So it's like this YouTube project that we're talking about, again, I'm not, it's going to be announced officially all this shit here soon. Some point, put a trailer together. You'll fucking see it. But the idea is there, okay? And this weekend is like my first weekend that I'm going to sit down and actually like try to put everything together, shoot it, and then we can start editing, putting everything together. So I've been getting my gear together. And so like this last paycheck, it's like, okay, because like we're trying to put money into savings. We're trying to just, pay off shit. We're trying to like get everything under control. Not say it was out of control, but definitely. I mean, like, okay, we're just taking a look at everything. We're like, all right, like we should probably cut out some shit, And there's nothing that's good. That's a good fucking thing, So again, like any sort of like subscriptions, I've let kind of like go. Like I had like I had like of course you have like a bunch of fucking different subscriptions. So it's like, okay, we'll narrow it down to Disney, Hulu. And fucking like, I don't know, for wrestling, I get the fucking the NBC one or whatever it is, Peacock. So we got those apps, and then also I had the Apple Music subscription. So it's like it's really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've discovered so much music through that subscription base. Because I'm just like, again, a poor fucking kid. A teenager. It's like, okay, you're burning CDs at that time, and we were like, as a teenager, we're a little bit past cassette tapes. So burning CDs, making mixed CDs and shit, just that's how you found music, going to off the record, going through the used, because I'd always shop the used CD section there, dude, just because it was so cheap, right? You're definitely getting shit for under $10, so, which is awesome. You should definitely always bargain hunt for that shit. You should definitely not pay fucking a premium price for fucking entertainment, dude. That's why one thing I love about Apple subscription, because like Apple Music subscription or like Spotify or whatever, it's like I know that artists get paid dick. I understand that, and that should probably fucking change. But at the same time, though, I am able to discover just so many different artists, man. Like all the old punk rock. Like I was able to go listen to like Black Flag, Minor Threat, Circle Jerks. I've been able to, just basically discover the fucking Misfits. I mean, when I was a teenager, dude, I didn't listen to the fucking Misfits. I knew of the Misfits, heard a couple of the Misfits songs, but did I have a Misfits CD? No, I never did. It wasn't until I was older, actually, I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a couple of their CDs. So I bought the CDs, became a fan, dude, but now it's like, oh, I wanted that Coffin set, dude. It's like, oh, the Coffin set's all streaming on their Apple Music site, dude. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to listen to it here, and again, like, I just found so much cool music. So, but like at the same time, it's kind of like Netflix, dude. So it's like when you do go to listen to music and shit, it's just like, man, there's so much. You kind of get feeling overwhelmed, and like, you definitely have your favorites and stuff. And so you typically go to that. So I'm like, all right, let this go out. I have a great CD collection. So it's like anytime I'm home, I have a CD player still. So it's like, okay, let's utilize the CDs when we're home. And then, I do have actual albums that I have bought over there. There's like the Supervillains, dude, or like one of my favorite bands of all time. So I have like, at least two albums of theirs. I have like Afro Man, Lagwagon, the Trashed album. Dan P, dude, we went and saw him at Logan's house back in like, shit, dude, that must have been like 2016 or something. Shit, he like straight up like would just go play people's houses, dude. And Logan straight up had like a barbecue that night, dude. Just had everybody just hung out, dude. And he just played an acoustic set, dude. And it's like, yeah, dude, I'll buy your fucking record, man. Totally. So I bought a copy of that on iTunes and shit. Should have bought a physical copy from him, but I didn't have cash that night. It was pretty fucking cool, dude. It was a pretty cool fucking, to be able to say you saw Dan P. I mean, I know most people are like, who the fuck's Dan P? It's like, dude, you gotta Google him, dude. You just gotta go do it, dude. Yeah, man. So, it's like, okay, I have this music already on my phone, and plus, there is YouTube. Okay, like if as long, even on Wi-Fi, like I can listen to YouTube. I mean, it kind of sucks. You got to make sure the fucking your phone stays open. You gotta fuck around with that. But like, if you're just like, in stationary position for the most part, like it's not that big of a deal. And like, yeah, you gotta deal with a little bit of commercials, but fuck it, dude. You're not paying money for the music. So again, like the idea is to, take it down a notch or whatever in terms of the spending and stuff. So, and then I started thinking about it. It's like, okay, cool. I think I can commit to this. Like, this is something I can commit to over, the months moving forward. And I kind of got excited. I was like, okay, cool. So like that means I have to go back to the albums that I have on my phone whenever I want to listen to an actual album or whatever. And I also have Watsky as well, which I forget the name of the album, dude. But like, I don't know if you're a fan of hip hop, dude, like nerdy fucking nerdcore hip hop, dude. Like I don't know if he's like classified as nerdcore, you want to call it, but like I don't know, dude. He's got some good shit, dude. And a lot of his songs, like they fucking touch me, man. Because like I don't know, I always feel like life, music is life, dude. Like I've connected so much through bands, man. I mean, like the Mad Caddies are like, dude, like have pulled me out of fucking, depression. Pennywise has pulled me out of depression. H2O has pulled me out of funks. I don't know if you want to call it depression, but, like funks, you get into funks and shit. And like, I go and put that album on and I'm like singing the fucking songs. Like today I was listening to Mad Caddies, pulled me out, dude. I'm like, fucking day by day, it's just fucking A, dude. It pumps me up every time. So again, like, I'm like, okay, cool. So when I, my plan is, not jumping too much forward, but the plan is now, we're back at the gym, dude. Like we're going to do this, try to do this as often as possible, 3 to 4 days a week or whatever, 5 if we can. So again, like, it's like, okay, so what are we going to listen for music? So I'm like, oh, fuck, throw on Watsky. So it made me excited. Like I'm going to re-listen to this album over and over and over again. And it makes me happy. Because it's like, it reminds me of being a kid when you first find that album, dude. And like, and again, like, I've heard this album a million times, but like at the time though, it's like you always have access to other shit. So it's just like, and you still have that access, but I don't know, man, committing myself to like listening to the same album over and over again. Because I love Watsky album because like the subscriptions passed like fucking last week, dude. So I haven't had it for over a week. And, I've already listened to that Watsky album like twice, and then I threw on fucking Lagwagon's The Trash album. And I was like, dude, this is such a great album, dude. Like Island of Shame, dude. Come on, man. Stoking the Neighbors, dude. Fucking G's, dude. No one's better than that, man. I mean, I love that shit. Pumps me up, dude. Same with Afro Man. Listen to the fucking Afro Man CD that, I fucking love that shit too, dude. That's amazing. It's some of the best shit ever, dude. Like car trips over to Olympia to go see Sean Holmes fucking just singing that song, dude. So ripped, dude. The fucking Cold 45 and shit, dude. It's like, Palmdale, come back to me. I need you when I love you, baby. Palmdale. Like, dude, I love Afro Man. And I'm pissed off that I've never actually gotten to fucking see him live, dude. He did a fucking promo thing for us back in the day when he played Grant's down at Glenwood Square back in like, it's been like 2005 or so. We were doing the TV show and he's like, hey, yo, you watching Spin This? Haha. Now I'm going to spin this. He had a spinner fucking weed watch, dude. So it's like, oh shit, dude. So I'm pretty sure we have that somewhere online. I don't know. Maybe not. You can find it somewhere. But yeah, nonetheless, man. So like the idea, so I'm like, okay, cool. So like I've thought to myself, because like, so every paycheck or whatever, it's like, all right, I'm just gonna buy like at least like, buy a CD or a Blu-ray DVD, like whatever is out. And just, because like, dude, I've always operated like that. That's the one thing, like ever since, like even when I was smoking and drinking all the time, I'd always, whatever the new pay-per-view was from WWE, because that's how I watched wrestling, was just every paycheck, dude, since like 2006 when I entered the workforce, man. It was like, dude, gotta buy a DVD, okay? Like at least one DVD. Some paychecks that got a little out of hand, and I go ahead and admit that. And me and Jessica had a fucking talk and read the fucking Riot Act for a couple purchases. But hey, I got SummerSlam 1988, 1989 on VHS. Fucking suck it. So, but yeah, man, I just love music. So it's like, it has me excited. It's like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll buy just a new, again, like with not committing myself to go back to that Apple subscription anytime soon. It's like, okay, well, why not get, those albums that really speak to me and, buy because you're supporting you are ultimately supporting the artist. I don't know how much money they get paid. I would hope they get paid a decent amount. But at the same time, like I bought these albums over and over again beforehand. Like most of these albums I already own on CD and have probably bought over on CD at least once to 2 times, especially because back in the day I was just a real piece of shit when it came to, I think the reason I take good care of my my physical media now is because I was so pissed off myself in my 20s for just being lazy. Like, oh, just, I won't put the DVD back in the case. Like, dude, and it's like once I kind of just realized I spent all that money for no reason basically because everything got fucked, because I was just fucked, it's a fucking lazy piece of shit, dude, basically. I mean, you want to call it for what it is, dude. So now it's like, ask my kids, dude. They're going to be like, if they have PTSD for anything, dude, they're going to be like, yeah, he yelled at us a lot to make sure the DVDs and the Blu-rays the video games got put back into the fucking case, dude. So what do you mean? And I still do it. I'm like, hey, where's this case? And like, I don't know. I just started to value it a little bit more. It's just, it's like you spend the money on it. And it's like, fuck, it's like kind of fucked myself in the foot there. So, thankfully I've been blessed to be able to rebuy a fucking majority of that shit. So whatever, man, it is what it is, dude. So, flashing back. Okay. So going to the gym today, I'm listening to Watsky, dude. I'm high as fuck. I'm like, all right, I want to do the fucking row machine. So I'm like, on there, and like before I know it, dude, I look down, it's like 4 minutes. I'm like, I don't even feel tired, dude. I'm feeling good right now. And so I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's push it to 10 minutes, dude. So, by the time I got to like 7-8 minutes, dude, my arms were fucking burning, dude. I'm just like, oh shit, okay, there it is. Now I'm feeling it. So I finished 10 minutes up on there. I was gonna do 30. I was gonna try for 30 minutes on the bicycle. I was like, all right, because that was always like another one of my go-tos. I love doing the cycle and shit. And you could just tearing through the streets on that shit. And so yeah, I started doing that. But then 15 minutes through that, I was like, fuck, like because it went by real quick, and I was just like, and the same with yesterday when I did that, dude. It was just like the 30 minutes just went by just so fast. But by the time I started hitting 15 minutes, I started I know my legs were hurting and shit. I was like, all right, let's not injure our fucking self right now. Cause I'm now just getting over my wrist fucking injury from lifting fucking weights and shit, which I'm not going back to that 35-pound dumbbell at least on my left wrist. It really fucked it up, dude. That shit fucking hurt there for a good month, man. And which at first, I was kind of scared there. I did damage, I was like, hope this gets better. It took a while for it to fucking heal and shit. But, so yeah, so then I was like, all right, fuck, I'll walk on the treadmill, dude. So I started at 3 on the fucking treadmill and shit, and then increased it. And it's like, okay, let's do 15 minutes. So that way we have 30 minutes of cardio. And then I'm at 15 minutes again. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's just keep increasing it, dude. So did a full 30 minutes on that, dude. So we got 55 minutes in the fucking gym today for the first time in 15 fucking months. And I walked out of there, dude. And the one thing I noticed that I haven't felt in a long fucking time is I had fucking silence in my head, man. I wasn't thinking a million miles a minute. I wasn't concerned about anything. I was just like, oh, this is life. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to enjoy this moment right now. I'm going to live in this fucking moment. Took my time, after each one, dude, I just took my time. I was like, I'm enjoying this fucking moment. God, gave me this moment here. God gave me this breath. We're going to fucking ride it out, man. This is it. This is life. We're in it. And, yeah, man, I walked out there and I was like, that's what I've been missing. I've been missing that for 15 fucking months, man. And fuck, it felt good to get it back. Finally, motherfuckers. So I'm going to keep doing it, man. Yeah. So, and if I can't work out at the gym, dude, I've got my elliptical here that I can fucking get on, dude, which yesterday when I did it, dude, I don't have air conditioning. I have a portable air conditioner in my office. In the foyer out there, dude, there's no air conditioner. I'm doing this shit in 80 degrees and it felt so good. It was hot yoga, dude, but it was I don't know, a lot of times when I'm home, dude, I'll just work out of my boxers and shit. Just fuck it, And yeah, so I was like, all right, next time I'm rocking the boxers, man. Shit, dude. So I don't know, man. It was fun, dude. So life is again, feeling pretty good, man. We're feeling good these days. We thank God for again all the blessings that we have. Yeah, man, you think, whatever, man. You think the universe, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to come up here and preach and shit, but I don't know, man. You got to be grateful for the good moments, man, that you do have, because the bad moments fucking suck. And, it's one thing I realized, especially today, it's you're going to have a lot of bad times, man. You're going to have a lot of fucking bad times in this life. Unfortunately, it sucks, dude. We have our ups and downs, dude. But, when it's fucking good, you fucking appreciate it. You really do have to send a message out, send a positive energy out to wherever it goes, and honestly just ride that, try to hold on to that as long as you can, dude. So again, I'm feeling good, man. I'm thankful for you listeners out there. This is a weird episode. I don't know how this turned out. This could be a really bad one. I feel like I kind of just rambled for a long time. I may have been repeating myself a little bit. I don't know. I like to think I didn't, but maybe we did. Who knows? But yeah, dude, we got more information, coming up here on our brand new YouTube video series that's going to be coming out on this YouTube page, the Kevin Porter YouTube page. So if you're not subscribed now, please go to YouTube and subscribe to us. Turn on all notifications. I guess it helps out, man. We got a brand new subscriber today, dude. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool, man. So shout out to any new listeners or viewers out there, man. I definitely fucking appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, dude, the plan is this weekend is finally we'll have all my gear set. I have my camera, I have my green screen, we have lights. I just gotta buy a shotgun mic for the fucking, bam, motherfucker. I gotta get a shotgun mic for that camera so when I'm on location, shooting sketches and stuff, or shooting, anything on location, I should say. But yeah, man, outside of that, man, like, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm really fucking happy. So I guess with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kevin Porter, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizon Productions.